What is going on, everybody? It is Ahmed, and I am back today with yet another video for you all. And today, guys, we're jumping in here real quick because I'm noticing there's a lot of people panicking as the market is correcting right now. Now, remember, as always, never financial advice, just putting you guys on the plays that I am in. If you're new around here, smash that like button and consider subscribing to the channel. First and foremost, stop panicking. What I believe we're seeing right now is a combination of things. First and foremost, there's fears about the tariffs that are going to be imposed by Donald Trump starting Monday or beginning of week next week. In addition, there's, of course, we know the federal budget being imposed and being set out to Congress. That's going to also happen on Monday. And typically speaking, for the stock market and the crypto market alike, we see red before that is released, and then thereafter we see a really U-turn like bounce back. So Bitcoin right now approaching $100,000 for the first time in a while. ETH down 5%, wiping out all the gains from previous day. XRP, which I think is getting interesting in terms of the 289 and 284 strike price that I go for accumulation. And again, all I say right now is dips are going to be continued blessings. We're going to talk about the catalysts that are causing the market sell-off, what you need to be paying attention to going into next week, and why I believe this is just temporary bear trap. Now, today's worst performers, of course, Donald Trump coin, one that I've been speaking about on the channel quite a bit, is down 21% on the day. Insane sell-off across the meme coin market, Pepe, WIF, and we're seeing it actually across some of the other utility coins. You guys saw, I just talked about XRP, and then everything else is just in the red. XCN token is the other one that I've been looking into for quite a bit of time, trying to find more and more entries, and I've been saying anything under 3 cents is basically one of the biggest blessings we can get. And right now, it's approaching below the 3 cent mark, down 4.5% on the day. So today we're going to talk about XRP and Onyx Coin, why I think we're going to see a really strong rebound. And we're going to talk about some of the things that I've mentioned. But before I do so, remember there's a link down below for Blofin, $100,000 deposit and trade rewards for those of you that are traders through February 3rd. You have 48 more hours to use the link down below and start trading on Blofin. No type of KYC is required. You can deposit money from your other crypto wallets and start trading and utilizing their limit and spot orders and other features as well. So take advantage of that and the free money that's awaiting for you. Trump tariffs. Let's go ahead and dive in. So the White House says China tariff also meant to curb fentanyl crisis. In another post, the White House states its tariffs aimed at China are also intended to address U.S. fentanyl crisis. The fear that people have right now when it comes to the tariffs is, what do tariffs do? They impose a higher tax for goods or cost of goods that are coming in to the United States. Right now, the proposal is Canada, Mexico, and China. Donald Trump wants to impose tariffs for all of them. The issue with that, of course, is this can potentially lead to inflation in cost of goods sold in the U.S. to U.S. customers and U.S.-based individuals. That could be anything from clothing, it can be from food, and it can be from technology. So the overall, when you look at it from a government spending standpoint and a government balance sheet standpoint, it might make sense to impose tariffs on these big countries that we use for imports. But understand that it actually also has some negative repercussions, and that can mean, again, inflation, as I just stated. So this could potentially lead to hyperinflation, the Fed's flipping, and then seeing that they turn way more hawkish than Jerome Powell came out just earlier this week, about 7 days ago or 6 days ago now. And with that being said, if there's that flip-flop and extreme hyperinflation occurs due to tariffs and increase of cost of goods sold in the U.S., that, of course, can in turn make the economy very bearish. Now, again, I don't think Donald Trump is going to make any type of rash decisions before officially applying these tariffs to said countries. But again, that's something we need to look out for next week. In addition, like I mentioned, the president submits the budget request to Congress first Monday in February. That will be in less than 48 hours now, this Monday, February 3rd. The Budget and Accounting Act of 1921 requires the president to submit the budget request Congress by the first Monday in February, meaning usually there's like anywhere between $5 to $8 trillion in that budget that is stated saying, here's how we have to spend our money over the next year. We know that the Department of Government Efficiency, Elon Musk, has been working with Donald Trump on figuring out the budget crisis and the debt crisis in the U.S. So I'm very interested to see if their spending is going to be a lot less than previous years or previous administrations that we've seen. I really like this post that my friend Stecky Stex posted on X or Twitter. He said, not everyone's going to make it. Not everyone can make it. Sacrificial lambs are needed. You just need to survive. This here is extremely powerful. This is the market. Of course, we call it the market cycle. I've mentioned it time and time again on this channel. You guys know I call it they call it the Wall Street cheat sheet. And everyone that invests in this space needs to understand that this here is nothing but, in my opinion, a bear trap. We can correct. Bitcoin can go all the way down to 92, anywhere between $89,000 to $92,000. But again, this very steep decline can, again, go from where we are first, sentiment extreme. Everyone was extremely bullish, euphoria, all-time highs in the last couple of weeks since Donald Trump has been inaugurated to the United States and now took the chair as the U.S. president, the 47th. There's a bear trap that can potentially be happening at the moment to then seeing a really nice U-shaped recovery, passing the first sentiment extreme, going into renewed optimism, fear of missing out where the market inflows come in infinitely, and then euphoria. And this is, again, between FOMO and euphoria is the golden opportunity to take profits and sell for a profit. That's the time that I'm going to be signaling and telling you guys, hey, I think it's time that we peel profits. Right now is not the time, because right now we are entering into this potential bear trap territory. And that's seen. It's obvious. We're seeing this huge wipeout in the market. People are panic selling. Sentiment is shifting. But this, in my opinion, is just nothing but a buying opportunity. So double down and make sure you stay hyper-focused. XCN, anything under 30 cents, I think is a steal. And I mentioned that over on my YouTube channel. I posted all of this on my community tab. XRP approaching buy zone at 294. Going to potentially set some buy limits at 284. And I'll do that over on Blofin, like I've shown you guys multiple times now. XCN, anything under 30 cents, or excuse me, 3 cents, would be a buy as well in the buy zone. And then Trump coin did drop below 2 support zones, and I'm trying to see where it's going to bounce. So for right now, I'm holding off adding any more Trump to my portfolio as I'm pretty happy with my exposure. But again, the question right now is it going to continue to sell off, or is it going to bounce back? So you need to make sure you're focused in and paying attention to everything. The market is still bullish. We are still in a bull market. We are still looking like we are going to enter a super cycle in crypto, but be able to stomach the volatility as they wipe out the liquidation zones. But right now for BTC, our next big support could be all the way at 98K, even 92K, and at worst case 89K before we see a bounce off. ETH could potentially fall below 3, and then XRP at 266. That's the final support that I'm looking to buy into, which was right here and seen during that market bleed. But again, right now we're still entering into that buy zone of $2.84 is the golden number. And then for XCN token, as I mentioned on the thumbnail, that I was going to talk about XCN as well, we can see that it is, let's go down to Onyx coin here. Sorry guys, you guys can tell I had to jump on here before going to bed because I'm right now in the Eastern Hemisphere. So I'm on the road. Here we go, Onyx coin. And you guys can see right now for me, looking at 7-day support, we're almost trading back at support at right when we fall below 3 cents, 2.7, 2.8 could potentially be the next support zone that we fall into. And if we do, that is going to be buying the dip opportunity. So again, I appreciate your guys' support as always. That's all I had for you. And until next time, everybody, smash the like button, consider subscribing, get that $100,000 with Blofin, and keep investing. Peace.